Ian White alongside Peter Wright. They're probably the two most improved players over the last couple of years. Robert Thornton, well, he had an illness about 2.5, 3 years ago. He had pneumonia that really did knock him on his backside. But he come out of that and has kind of like straightened himself out and has been a very good player since. And as I say that, he kicks off the match, the 6th match that we've had here that has kicked off with a maximum.
Yes, Robert Thornton took part in the Premier League last year and will do so again when it gets underway this Thursday. His opening night match against Dave Chisnall.
He was the surprise package as well, Mike, because, you know, we know the Premier League, the players don't that are new to it, they don't know really what to expect. And we thought that Robert may be in that bottom two, but he was the surprise package. He got out of the gate quick and played exceptional.
This man, Ian White, broke into the world's top 32 last year. Enjoyed 2 Players' Championship wins as well in Barnsley and Wigan.
Well, with the Premier League, don't forget, there are still tickets available. In your area, we're going all the way around Great Britain, from Scotland to Ireland, all across England. And if you can't get to us, we'll be live on Sky Sports next Thursday at 7 o'clock.
So 1-2-4 outshot, and the grimace on Robert Thornton's face said it all with that single 5. So he'll be back to knock off 80. White still back on 2-2-1.
Well, that certainly makes a hole in that. Now, Robert Thornton should be guaranteed at least 1 dart at double top, or the treble 20 will give him 2 at the double 10. Oh, well, now, Robert. Oh, double 11 now. Oh, and he's missed it. So a chance here for Ian White to break the throw in this first leg. The 180 has set up the 41. 9, that leaves double 16.
Well, Thornton let White in there, and White said thank you very much and took the opening leg against the throw. These two last met at the World Match Play last summer back in Blackpool, with Ian winning 10-3 in the last 32 round match there.
Well, you can see Robert Thornton's mascot there. Comes from one of his grandchildren.
Yes, takes it with him wherever he plays. And Wayne Jones against Gary Anderson, our final 3rd round match, which will complete the quarter-final lineup. The winner of that match will play the winner of this one.
Yes, Mark, it'd be interesting to see how Gary Anderson performs. His previous round match was exceptional, wasn't it? Didn't miss any doubles, high scoring. One of the best performances of the tournament so far, along with Ronnie Baxter's first round match. But, you know, the Anderson that we've seen the last 2 or 3 years can do that, and then just turns up dull and doesn't have that high performance. So interesting to see how 2014 pans out for Gary Anderson.
He is down to a finish, White, albeit a big one. And again, a bit of a slack visit from Thornton means White will have a bit of time to mop this up. Another one of those would leave him with double top for a 160 checkout here.
I was looking for the treble 17, treble 19. That leaves double 12. Both players missing top checkouts. But Ian White steps up double 10 for a 2-0 lead. Oh, now he's chasing up to the 5s. And you see that so often, that first dart really a long way off, scared of splitting it with that dart. And Thornton now with a second chance to level it up.
So, not very pretty that leg, but we're all square at one apiece, and Thornton winning that against the throw.
Well, probably the best performance I've seen of this man, Robert Thornton, was when he beat Phil Taylor in the UK Open final. He got in front of Phil Taylor and just did to Phil Taylor, as Phil Taylor has done to so many people. And that is hold on to your throat, never use more than 15 darts on his throat, and just stayed in front and ended up the UK Open final winner. A brilliant performance.
And after his early exit in the World Championships to Michael Smith, which was a shock, which reverberated around the world of darts, Phil Taylor's had a bit of a sunshine break to prepare himself for the Premier League.
It's going to be very interesting to see what Phil Taylor is going to turn up next Thursday. I know the Phil Taylor from old he's so wanting to beat Michael van Gerwen just to set the stall out for this year. And to tell people, look, you know, you keep saying every time I lose, you think I'm finished because of my age and everything else. And Phil has this habit of turning up and doing the right things. And I think Michael is going to have to stay focused on Thursday.
Yes, the two of them meet in a repeat of last year's Premier League final, which of course Michael won. A ton 80, it could be in vain though, with Thornton wanting Shanghai on the 20s. So White will be back for 101.
Well, is he going 2 double tops? No, he's going for the treble 20. Just a big 20 now leaves... Well, that was lucky. It's caught the flight. Leaves him double top. But 2 darts at the double top for Robert Thornton to hold on to his throw and to take a 2-1 lead in this penultimate match of the afternoon session here at the German Darts Championships.
Yes, Wayne Jones against Gary Anderson coming up next, and then the quarter-final lineup shaping up nicely. We'll get underway around about 7 o'clock local time, 6 o'clock if you're watching us in the UK, with the quarterfinals, the semis and the final all played tonight.
A beautiful 3 darts in the treble 20 for Ian White. And we said that this one could go all the way as well, Mike, and at the moment it certainly looked that way.
Yes, very evenly matched, these two. Is this another maximum flying in where it's a ton of 40? But it leaves White on a 2-dart finish with Thornton well back, and that won't do his cause any good at treble 5 at this stage.
Well, double 12 to level it up. He's got plenty of time It's an exceptional scoring leg from Ian White, so Robert Thornton a long way off. But he doesn't want to start messing around with this double six. You know, he splits this and then comes down to the freeze. This is when it can go wrong, so, you know, get it out of the way as quick as possible. Well, that's exactly what he's done. 2 legs apiece between Robert Thornton and Ian White.
And Thornton never really got going in that leg, so he'll be looking to make amends, and indeed he does so right at the start of this. Couldn't do any better than that, than another ton 80. His second of the match.
Robert Thornton seems to be another one of these players. James Wade does it typically, that if he's so far behind in a leg, he just doesn't care. You know, right, you've won the leg, I don't want to hit big scores, but the next leg I'm totally focused. It doesn't upset him, and James Wade is very good at this when he's on form. That's why James Wade very rarely has over 100 average. But when you look at his winning leg average, it's incredible, because on them legs, well, I don't care how I play, because I can't win the leg anyway. And
so he just writes it off and moves on to the next one.
Exactly, and that's what Robert Thornton did in that previous leg. Well, I'm 200 behind, I can't win this. Just leave it, right, let's focus now. And he kicks off with a 180, and it's a great mindset to have, because you're never going to panic or keep crucifying yourself.
So 81 here for the Thorn. Wants double six now. And another successful double six taken out in this match.
That we just talked about that. Robert Thornton, rubbish leg, kicks off with a 180. A lovely straight talking leg. Ian White, well, I can't win that last leg, but I'm going to focus. And he now kicks off with the 180. They seem to be doing things just at the right time, don't they, the way we're talking about them.
It's almost as if they're listening to us.
Oh, there ain't many dart players that listen to me, Michael, I can assure you of that.
It's probably just as well they can't hear us on the stage.
Our dear old friend Sid, they could hear him at times. I remember Rochester many years ago when Phil was going for the 9-darter on doubling. I was actually playing him, and Phil wanted the bullseye, and we could hear Sid screaming in the commentary box.
Yes, that was the first World Grand Prix held at Rochester in the casino rooms, wasn't it, before they moved it to Dublin?
It was, yes. Well, that certainly has put Robert Thornton back in this leg. But Ian White, the bullseye. Oh, and that is dead centre. A brilliant shot out from Ian White under pressure, especially when Robert Thornton hit the maximum to just say, do you know what, I'm still around here. But I tell you what, Robert Thornton would have rather hit 26 and kick off with a 180 here now. But that's not too bad.
Well, great time to pull a 130 out of the draw for Ian White. And kicking off this leg with another maximum.
We're on the 9-darter. Michael van Gerwen hit 6 trebles in his match, first on today. And it would be a breaker throw, so what a time. I can assure you he's more interested in winning the leg than the 9-darter, but winning the leg may bring the 9. Yes! The crowd go mad. Oh, and now the crowd will give him a boo for that. You've ruined our excitement, Ian.
Fantastic stuff from Ian White, acknowledging the crowd. 7 perfect darts. Double top. Well, the quality really is starting to shine through in this match. Double 16 for a 4-3 lead. Next door to double 8.
And a breaker throw. We've talked so often in these top games with top players where you've got to look at a 12-dart leg to break the throw. Well, that's exactly what Ian White's done to take a 4-3 lead. But we also talk a lot about, you know, how hard it is to win a great leg. Then don't give your throw away too easy. A level 15 here should see him go 5-3 up.
Well, in cracking form this afternoon, Ian White.
Not the visit that Robert Thornton wanted. Not really put any pressure on, so Ian White possibly going to get 6 darts from here. Well, bullseye's the route now. Bullseye's hit. That leaves double 16. Oh, on the wire again. But Robert Thornton, realistically, you need to take this out.
Yes, he wants the bullseye for a 161. Double 16 then to go to within 1 leg of a place in the quarterfinals for Ian White.
Game 5-3 it is to Ian White, and Robert Thornton has missed 160 and then missed 161, and you can see shrug his shoulders and put his hands up to his wife that's in the audience to say, I can't believe it. But a high performance game from both players. I mean, and there we have it. Look at the averages. 103 for Robert Thornton, he's 5-3 down. 101 for Ian White, so that's brilliant on its own. Both players up to that 110, which is what you've got to look at on that first 9 scoring. But look at the 180s from Ian White, 6-3. But on the 131 pluses, the 8-3 levels that out. So when you look across that board, there isn't a great deal of difference, is there?
And certainly one of the highest quality matches we've seen in terms of those averages this weekend. Is this going to be another 180? Yes, indeed it is for Ian White. His 7th of the match.
Well, Ian White certainly got the bit between his teeth now. He's going to get 3 darts from 97 to close this match out. A match that's been absolutely brilliantly played by both players, and it's just been the odd miss double from Robert Thornton on the 160 and the 161 that's given Ian White this chance of double top. Double top it is! A brilliant display by both players, but it's Ian White that just hits the crucial doubles at the right time, and he will go through to the quarterfinals this evening.